Bryce Duskett here for the Iowa Ag Expo, and joining us, one of the exhibitors, that is NTP Technologies. John has been generous enough of this time to join us. Tell me a little about what you guys are doing.
Yeah, thanks for having us on, Bryce. I really appreciate it. We're looking forward to the expo next week. NTP Technologies uses non-thermal plasma technology to generate a sustainable, affordable, salt-free nitrate on site to be used as a substitute for synthetic fertilizers.
So where are you at with the development process? Do you have this out testing on some farms right now?
Right now, we're doing some testing, basically very small trials. We have a proof of concept machines, probably about the size of a microwave. It's generating nitrates for us on a regular basis, and we're using those to do our trials sort of as a substitute. Just like any type of fertilizer, it's not just about applying it, it's about how to apply it, when it's most effective.
So how do you make nitrates?
So the way we make nitrates, we just actually use air and electricity. We mimic Mother Nature's way of creating nitrates using lightning. So basically, lightning ionizes the air. Then the rain actually brings those nitrates down to the ground, is used as fertilizer. So you might hear farmers say things like, after a nice thunderstorm, the crop looks a little healthier, looks a little greener. That tends to be from the little extra shot of fertilizer it's actually getting through Mother Nature. So what we do is we ionize air. And then we bubble it through water. That water then absorbs all the nitrates, and we use the water as a distributing mechanism for those nitrates. So we're a liquid fertilizer.
Tell me about your goals. How big of a reach do you think you could have here with the company?
Yeah, so and the Iowa Expo might be a little bit of a stretch for us right now, only because it's dealing with a lot of big farms. I mean, our initial market is probably somebody who kind of grows 365 days a year, has some sort of irrigation system. So it's a lot of people with indoor farms, hoop houses, things of that nature. And there's more and more of them springing up all over the place to supply food to our urban cities and to our communities for healthier, much more nutrient-rich foods. But ultimately, we'd like it to the point where we can actually service all farms. As we used to like to say, if you got a big farm, you probably have a combine the size of a house. If we built our machine the size of a house, we might be able to service your needs as well. We're just not there yet. We're kind of targeting sort of smaller growers at this point in time, people who do have, again, indoor grows or greenhouses.
Well, I'm sure based on our conversation, hopefully be able to draw up some interest in what you all are doing and get some conversation started there at the Iowa Ag Expo. What do you plan on bringing to the booth this year, and how can people find you at the show?
Sure. We're at booth 415. We're sort of in the startup sector. We're actually bringing to the. I'll be bringing some videos and some handouts. I actually have small samples of water, little what we call new fertilizer or nitrogen enriched water. It's a little 2-ounce sample. We don't think you're going to be using it on your acres of crops, but I'm sure everybody has a plant at home that probably looks a little ill and hasn't been taken care of very much. We suggest you spray it on as a kind of a foliar application once a week. Don't forget to water it, and I think you'll see some good results after a couple of weeks.
Love it. That'll be cool. Come check out NTP Technologies at this year's Iowa Ag Expo. John, thanks for the time.
Thanks, Bryce.